Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is the weekly Wednesday Wargaming questions and answers. It's an off-the-cuff video, guys. What that means is I record and upload. There is no fancy editing skills. You won't see my intro at the beginning. I do have transition buttons, so if there's noise outside my control, I can stop filming, let it pass and carry on. These weekly Wednesdays essentially are Q&A. You guys ask me questions and I answer them. They are primarily model focused, of which is primarily GW stuff, of which it's mostly 40k because it's so hot at the moment. There is terrain questions from time to time, some general information about myself and what's going on in the workshop. We have a weekly vote. Then the weekly vote, I'll get on to that when it comes to it. And I show you guys a data card every week. So let's crack on. So before we go any further, if you're new to the channel, I'll probably say this at the end of the video as well because that's just a habit of me. Hit the subscribe button because it costs you nothing. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so true because YouTube shares this video with more and more people, which makes this incredible community of you guys grow even more. If you want to support the channel even further, there's a join button below. You click on that, it'll take you to a page where you can buy a membership, become a member to the channel. Being a member of the channel is 3 different tiers. Each tier gives you different perks. So each tier gives you perks. The bronze tier gives you X, Y, and Z. Next tier up gives you the same as the bronze tier plus a few extra, and then the gold star tier gives you the same as the other two tiers, but also gives you, there's a 10% discount, or there's a discount thing on for the shop which isn't up and running yet, but there's also, you'll also be entered into a monthly prize draw. That's not advertised on there because I'm not allowed to advertise it on there, but that is on there. So let me get on with the questions now, guys. It's been a busy few days. Now, there was an amazing game today. 3,000 point game of Warhammer 40k. Oof. There was a little bit of, not miscommunication, but we were trying to get it organised and the time was just running out on us. So we ended up, by the time Mark sent me his list and then I sent him my list, we were playing the next day. So it is Dark Angels versus Space Wolves. 3,000 points, and there's a lot of Marines that were on the table. I mean, a lot of models. Now, you know, it's quite straightforward. You can just say, look, the Dark Angels were there, hunting Unforgiven. They got what they needed. All of a sudden, the Space Wolves turn up for something, and the Dark Angels like, no witnesses at all. You know, and that's how their battle started. But anyway, that's a little brief little. But yeah, it's 3,000 point game. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. To give you an idea how crazy this game was, on my side, on my army, 20 Terminators were on the table. 20. Mark had 18 Thunderwolf Cavalry and Heroes mounted as well as there was a host of other stuff. I had a host of other stuff as well, but it's that hopefully that battle report will get up tomorrow, hopefully, and the members only video, which is the duel between two warlords, will be up as well tomorrow, but that'll be members only, so you'll only be able to see that if you're a member, which is the join button below. What is practice rolling? I have heard you say it a few times now. Now, practice rolling it's nothing to do with the game, it is to do with the game, but it's nothing to do with I have to have my opponent there to see it. No. For me, practice rolling is when I put a unit together and go, okay, I'm gonna put this hero in this unit. How does it work? How is it good? What's the best hero to put in the unit, or the best way to use this unit? And I always put up against Thunderwolf Cavalry because I know their stat line so well because they annoy me so much. 4 wounds, toughness 6, 4+ invulnerable save. So I always do my practice rolls against them. Now, when doing a practice roll, that's great, fantastic, always looks fantastic. But as soon as you're doing it in front of your opponent, it just whiffs. I mean, totally whiffs. Most of the time. But no, that's what I mean by practice roll. Or if you want to test out like something like you have a unit that can advance and charge, and if I set myself up the 12-inch deployment, I'm set myself up on 12 inches from table edge. The opponent has a unit that's 12 inches away, or that's even 10 inches away from 2 inches in from the deployment. Can I get a first turn charge, or can I get up to the objective by just stuff like that? But usually it's done in terms of shooting or fighting. I've also done it with the MOS, Master of Execution, for the Chaos Space Marine, and different units like Chosen or Chaos Astartes, or how, if I give them these weapons, how would it work? How would they be able to? Because Master of Execution for the Chaos Space Marines, I think it gives them some sort of reroll to wound, I think, or reroll to hit, I think it is, something like that. But what's the best unit to put him with to go forward? And that's what a practice role is. It's just you trying to figure out and learn the best heroes to put in the unit. Because so I'm looking at a pen to paper and going, okay, this Space Marine Lieutenant gives them lethal hits, or he actually does something else as well. Just remembered now. He does something to do with re-rolling wound rolls, I think, or wound rolls of 1, something like that. That could have been interesting in today's game, but anyway, that's what a practice role is. Is you just learning what's the best things to go to unit, and not everyone does that. I do that just to. I actually frustrate myself because I do it too much, and when it comes to the actual game, it doesn't always work out for me. I've done Doomsday Arc as well against Thunderwolf Cavalry, just trying to figure out, is it better shooting one at a time or both of them at the same time, 2 of them at the same target? And anyway, will you be doing a terrain build soon, as I do miss/enjoy them? Yeah, I will be. I want to start doing terrain builds. I've got the polished iron all piled up here, and it annoys the hell out of me. I walk past and there's one bit that just starts bouncing around. It's like, oh. I've done that purposely to annoy myself. So I just go, right, let me start making terrain. Let me just cut you up and start making terrain with you. Now, there is a few pieces here, and I'm looking, I'm thinking, I can make 1 piece terrain out there. So I can take that piece of polystyrene, cut and sculpt it a little bit, and a bit of a filler on it, and then to give us a paint down, and that's ready to go throughout the table. And I'll probably do a few of those. There's sprue terrain that I want to get back into doing. Because I've done one months ago, which is this lovely piece, the barricaded fence. And since then, I've just been so distracted with everything else, I've not been able to do it. So I do want to get back into that. But see, as soon as the channel goes full time, then I'll be able to get so much more done. And for you guys, the consumer, this you watch my videos, you're the consumer, you'll just get more content. Painting videos, let's build videos, terrain builds. There could even be 2 battle reports a week, or there could be a battle report for the channel and then a battle report for members only. Something like that. I'm not sure yet, but there'll definitely be more content coming to you guys as soon as I'm doing this full time, which actually might happen sooner than I think, because my work is giving me such a hard time at the moment. Now the job's nice and easy. It's a doddle. You just walk in, clock in, and you just tip away and do your stuff. They're giving me a hard time because I don't have photograph ID that they want. Okay. And I've told them, look, I've lost those. They need to be replaced. I just can't afford to replace this one first of all, which needs to be done, possible, and then I can send off and get this, and then it was other bits and pieces as well with that. And it's not just the cost of it; it's 150 euros to replace a passport. But I also have to go into the embassy for the day. I say the day, I have to go down there for an appointment. They give me an interview, and I think a few weeks later, they send it to me. It's got to the point where they messaged me. I was messaged today on my day off. Oh, can you just send just a picture of this? And it's like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm not trying to hide who I am. You all know who I am. There's my wallet. You can look at anything that's in my wallet. It's got my name all over it. If I can have a piece of paper with my picture on it, all details filled out, stamped and approved by the guards, which is the police, cops, the police, and I can walk into the bank and open a bank account with that, why can't you accept that? Why can't you accept that as an ID? If I can walk into the bank and hand them my PPS card, which is public service card, it's the same as your social security card or your national insurance card, but the PPS card has a picture of yourself on it. There's no date of birth on it, but it has your picture on it, has your PPS number and everything else, which is like your social security or your national insurance number. If I can walk into the bank and hand that to them and they say to me, that's perfectly fine ID, and hand me money, not from my account, from loaning me money, why can't you accept that? They haven't got back to me with an answer. So because of that, they're giving me a hard time. Now, I don't think there's anything they can really do apart from keep giving me a hard time. They can't suspend me because I've not done nothing wrong. They can't sack me because I've done nothing wrong. I've been in the company 6 years this year, so this should have been done when I first started, and I think it was done when I first started, because I do recall somewhere in the house there is a photocopy of my passport, and I think they actually, when they did it, they photocopied it twice by mistake, so they gave me the second one and said, yeah, we can't have two, you take that one. But anyway, so with that said, I could end up doing this full time anyway because of that, because they're not allowed to really technically have me working without ID. I think it's for insurance purposes and make sure that I'm not illegal, even though I've been here like 9 years, working for almost 6. But they can't sack me or suspend me either. So I don't know what way it's going to play out. Ideally, I just want to come to this full time and say, right, it's toodaloo. You know, but that's done two things: me producing more content, and you guys watching the content. Yeah, that's it. Okay, what's happened to Let's Builds? Let's Builds. Look, I've got a lot of Let's Builds are on the way. I've got a lot of stuff to build off camera, and I've been moving this bad boy around. I'm not finished it yet, but even like Mark, when he came in today, he was like, wow, there's so much space here, you don't even know yourself now. It's just, you know, I've got a little computer desk under the table the other side that he can just pull out and put his model crate on, just work away on his models, rather than trying to find somewhere to put it down on the floor where it's not going to knock it, or, you know, he was absolutely amazed by it. So with that said, there's still work to do here, but I do want to get back into Let's Builds. Now, I do have a lot of stuff to build off camera, which I'm trying to get done. If I don't put it on camera, because I've already done it, like Paragon War suits, I've got to finish those off. There's more Corn Berserkers to build, Termagants, there's some more Gin Stealers to build, but things like that. The Paragon War suits will be in the boat. As soon as they're built, they'll be in the boat. I've also got stuff in the Imperial magazine that for some bizarre reason came on the same sprue. Now if you bought them, they wouldn't come on the same sprue. They'd be on separate boxes, separate sprues. So I don't know why they put them on the same sprue. I think it might be the sprues from some sort of box set. So instead of printing them separately to go in like individual boxes, they just printed them and put them into the Imperial magazine. There's one sprue that has infiltrators on it and suppressors, I think, on the same sprue. I don't know. There's another one that I think has Archive Flagellants on it for the sisters and Seraphins. I don't know what that is, but so things like that I can't do Let's Build on, but I can build them off camera, which is actually easier because then I can get a box and I can do them on camera because I know straight away what way they're working. But do them off camera and they go straight into the painting boat. So, you know, it does work out thing, but there is a Let's Build for tomorrow. Now the model was given to me. It's not on the sprue. I've got no instructions for it. But it's head, body, choice of legs. I think it says choice of body as well, actually. Yeah, choice of body, choice of legs, which is the hips and the legs. One arm, second arm, banner pole, and the base. So it's not difficult. So when I build Wagan, when I build him, I will just show you parts. But I'm going to show you, this is absolutely amazing, I love this. This is his base. Absolutely fantastic. It's one of, apart from Dark Master's base, it's one of the best bases I've ever seen. The detail on it is absolutely stunning. But yeah, it's him to do, and then, you know, now that Mark's come over this week, next week I'll be going to his house. So now I can actually clear the Marines off the table, clear all this off the table, scoot all the trains one side, and then just set up Paragon Warsus, and set up the next one's called Berserkers, then Termagants, and just do a bit on each every day. Before I know it, they'll be done, they'll be done, they'll be done. If one box finishes before the other two, I'll just switch another one in, to the point where I've only got Let's Builds to do on camera. Okay, so there's no panic. Let's Builds will be coming. I've got the one tomorrow. I just need to get everything. I want to get everything done off camera first. So then there's everything I have in the pilot chain, which is very little at the moment, will just be for camera. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and grab a data card, and I'm going to run through a data card with you, and just then we'll come down for the vote. Right, and it's a Fire Strike servo turret we have here. It's an absolutely amazing model. Now it has a movement of 3. So basically I usually set up on my home field objective and say, right, that's it. Toughness 6, so it's quite tough. 2+ armor save, 6 wounds. These can be in the unit of 1 to 2 models. So it's 12 wounds to go through to destroy 12 wounds to go through before you destroy the unit, and they're toughness 6, so they're quite tough. Leadership 6+ and OC control 2. Now it comes with the twin Fire Strike las cannon as standard. You can upgrade that to auto cannon, so you can have one with an auto cannon, one with las cannon, or both with auto cannon, or both with las talon. They are both twin linked. The auto cannon has a 48-inch range, 3 shots. So you have 2 in the unit, that's 6 shots, 2s to hit. Strength 9, which is wounding the Space Marine on 2s. AP -1, Space Marine's armor save without any armor contempt or light cover or anything like that would become a 4. And it's 3 damage, so each one will kill that Space Marine outright. The Fire Strike Lice Talons is what the model comes with as standard. 36-inch range, 2 shots each, 2s to hit, strength 10, -3, and it's D6 + 1 damage each. Now they're both twin linked, so when you roll into wound, if you don't wound, you get to re-roll it. Close combat weapon, it's 3 attacks each. Sorry, the light's just making that flicker. Strength 4, so 3s to hit, strength 4, AP 0, 1 damage each. Okay, obviously it has the open moment because it's Space Marine. Its ability is Sentinel Protocols. Each time you select this unit for the Fire Overwatch stratagem, hits are scored on unmodified hit rolls of 4+ when resolving this stratagem. So they're really good for firing Overwatch. Now they are Artillery Vehicle, Imperium Fire Strike Servo Turrets. I think this is the old deck card. So the new one, I think actually they're not. I don't think actually vehicle. I think they're mounted. Or it might be vehicle, mounted vehicle, not artillery vehicle. But right, so I'm gonna bring you down and show you the vote in a minute. Now I did put a question last week about doing like a mega vote type thing, and one of my viewers, No One, she actually commented and said, you know, even if you did one faction, you know, it actually just try and get that faction finished off. It's a very good idea. I'm not going to do that just yet. I think if I did that, I would do it once this is all done. So I can literally just put everything on the table here and go, right, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what the vote is for this week. But, you know, thank you, No One. That's, you know, a very good idea. So I'm going to bring down and show you the vote there, guys. The way the vote works is, I show you a host of models, and you guys vote on what you want to paint for next Monday's painting video. In the event of a tie, I do a dice roll. You can vote for as much as you want, but don't say I vote for everything, because it won't count. But you can say I vote for any Eldari or any Necrons or any Tyranids or any Space Marines. Space Marines are not in this week because they want to vote for the dice roll for Monday. Inner Circle Companions. If you haven't seen that video, guys, go and check it out. Absolutely, I'm very pleased with the way they are. If you're not sure how something is spelled, because they have some strange names, just give me a brief description. Don't say to me it's the third shelf up, you know, 3 from the left, because I'm not going to, when I'm looking on the computer to see what's one about, I'm not going to be able to, you know. So anyway, you can vote as much as you like. The way you vote is you put your comment below what you vote for. There is also a wild card vote. The wild card is you find out if it wins. Sometimes it's an amazing model, sometimes it's just a bog standard basic trooper. It changes every week. There is also Creator's Choice. So if nobody votes for anything, or if you vote for Creator's Choice, then I pick what gets painted, which is not an easy decision because everything, I want to paint everything. So I'm going to bring you down showing models now, guys. If it sets my finger. Yeah, I didn't want to set my finger. Anyway, Sculpt Pick Destroys Alternative Sculpt. Absolutely amazing. We have, I've tested a few Marvel Crisis Protocol in here this week. Sabretooth, Marvel Crisis Protocol. Black Widow, Marvel Crisis Protocol. And Dr. Octopus, Marvel Crisis Protocol. I think they were in last week, but I said no, chuck them in again. We have a Talos for Drukhari. There's actually another one, which is this one here. It's actually just absolutely amazing. I'd be painting both of them up at the same time. We have Omega Red for Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have Plasmancer for Necrons. We have Barbagons for Tyranids. We have Gensealers for Gensealer Cults and Tyranids. We have the Leech Guard for the Necrons. We have the 8-bound for the World Eaters. Kinetic Thralls for the Necrons. Eldari Guardians. We have the Jackals for the World Eaters. We have, is it Captain Zemo? I think he is. It's an amazing sword there. I think his head's actually purple, but anyway. And we have the Nurgle, the unit of Chaos Warriors of Michael Nurgle. These are very old models, but still very nice. Right, so that's the vote. So if you guys have any questions for me, chuck them below as always, guys. There are no silly questions. If you don't feel comfortable checking it below, you go onto Unique Wargaming Terrain Facebook page. There is a messenger button there. You click on that and message me directly, as a lot of you do. If you're seeing this for the first time, if you enjoyed listening to my waffle on about models, hit the subscribe button because it costs you nothing. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. I know I said all this at the beginning, but I'm just saying it again for people that just skip through that part. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so it triggers YouTube, shares this video with more people, which makes this amazing community of you guys grow even more. If you want to support the channel even further, there is a join button below. Click on that and then you can go to the membership page and purchase the membership and become a member of the channel with loads of various different perks. You'll see them all on there. The gold star tier, top one, gets you into a free monthly prize draw as well. It's not on there because I'm not allowed to put it on there, but it's on there. So guys, thank you for watching. Comments below as always. Votes below as always. Hit the buttons for me. Until next week, take it easy.